Hey there guys, it's TheRamosOnline here, and continuing from the hype from the last video in which Megalopony went from PU to RU, which means it's not going to be one of the OU freaks, which means I can use it, because I love doing RU and UU battles, and yay, it's my favourite Mega, ever. So as you can see, I'm bringing the Megalopony, the Hydreigon, the Cresselia, and my Amoonguss. My Amoonguss is one of the first competitive Pokemon I bred back in X and Y, so that's an old face. Pardon me. It was part of the first original team I ever put together, and I will be honest, it was essentially a carbon copy of the team that Cybertron was currently using. It was a Mega Kangaskhan, Salamence, Amoonguss, and two other Pokemon. I think it was like a Ferrothorn and something else, can't quite remember, maybe a Garchomp, I don't quite remember, but anyway. So, in case you didn't see the last video, my Cresselia isn't actually a defensive build. It's got the HP investment, but it's actually a modest offensive build, so it can deal some extra damage because it has got some very high natural defenses anyway. My opponent is... wow, I am coughing bad. My opponent is bringing the Raichu, the Metagross, the Umbreon, and the Salamence. Now, I wasn't quite sure what his Mega would be. He had like 2 or 3 different possibilities. 2 of them he brought to this battle, but it is going to be that Salamence. So let's go and dive right into this battle. So as you can see, I am leading with the Amoonguss and the Cresselia, because my Cresselia is not a defensive. If my Cresselia was a defensive build, I would not have led with it and Amoonguss, but I am an offensive build, so I'm leading with it and Amoonguss. Yay! Goes to the fake out onto my Amoonguss, which is going to reveal my Rocky helmet. Now, I'll be honest, I guess that was an okay move. He went for the Zen Headbutt, doubling up on the Amoonguss to try and make sure I didn't get any spores off or anything. That isn't going to KO. I am a defensive build. This Amoonguss was built to counter Mega Kangaskhan. It was built to take those returns and those fake outs. It's got the effect Spore, which will really screw over a Mega Kangaskhan. It's got the Spore. It's got the, what's it called? The Rage Powder. So I just go for my Icy Wind on Cresselia to try and slow these things down, and look at that. That's going to be like a 3 to 4 hit KO on that Raichu. You might not think that's that much, but for a Cresselia to be doing that much damage, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. I go into my Hydreigon, predicting another Zen Headbutt, and he goes right for it, so I kind of lured him into that one. Goes for the Light Screen on the Raichu. Was not expecting that. I've never actually seen one of these pure support Raichus. I've seen the ones that have the fake up, but I've never seen one with Light Screen before. Going for my Icy Wind, even with the Light Screen up, I'm still doing a good amount of damage with Cresselia, and I'm quite confident now that Raichu is too slow to be much of a threat to my team. So he goes and switches out the Metagross. I kind of thought he would, even behind a Light Screen. He does not want to take what could potentially be a Specs Dark Pulse. He goes into his Umbreon, which is, oh my god, so bulky. With that Light Screen up, I am doing no damage to it. I do go for a Psychic onto that Raichu, and that is going to be a 2-hit KO from where it is, especially after that Spadef drop. So it's a bit unfortunate. Goes for the Thunderbolt on my Cresselia. Maybe he noticed I wasn't a defensive build because of the amount of damage I was doing, but unfortunately, Cresselia is just so thick. This Raichu probably has no special attack investment as well. It's probably HP and speed. So I'm not surprised it didn't do that much damage. I protect my Cresselia here. I want to try and scout out what this Raichu is doing. I want to try and waste some turns of the Light Screen, and it goes for the Protect. So I think I've seen his moveset: Thunderbolt, Fake Out, Protect, and Light Screen. Goes for the Snarl on his Umbreon. Now, a Snarl Umbreon not doing any damage, but it's similar to a Cresselia in that, like, similar to Icy Wind as well. Like, Icy Wind is speed control, Snarl is damage control. It lowers the special attack of both Pokemon on the other side of the field, hits both of them as well for minor damage, so any focus sashes are broken, and it can be a pretty annoying move, because now my, you know, even with modest max special attack investment, Cresselia is not hitting hard on a base 70 special attack, so I don't exactly want to stay on Cresselia for too much longer. I go for a Psychic on that Raichu, even though my special attack is down, his Spadef is down by 1 stage as well, putting us on an even playing field. So down goes the Raichu. He goes for the Snarl again. As you can see, I did switch my Hydreigon for my Lopunny, because my Lopunny can low kick. Now, Umbreon isn't that heavy, so low kick won't be doing that much damage, but it's better than having high jump kick and losing half my health to this thing. I think I do make a misplay, because I still need to kind of gauge the power of low kick against lighter targets. Like, it's a super effective base power 50 fighting type move, gonna do more damage than stab return, like that sort of thing. I need to understand that. So I go ahead and switch my Cresselia for my Hydreigon after he switched in his Metagross. Obviously I carried this Pokemon, so he had to switch it in anyway. I'm going for the Mega Evolution, and I went for the Fake Out onto the Metagross slot. So yes, flinched, can't move. The main reason I did that was to get my Hydreigon in safely there. So he is going to go for the... So I missed it. He went for the foul play there, trying to get as much damage on my Lopunny as he could, and that did a lot of damage, you know, considering it is a resisted hit. Goes into his Salamence, which is pretty much confirmed to be his Mega now because he didn't make it evolve the Metagross. So I go for the Dark Pulse onto that Metagross, and stab, it's not going to live. So, and it was a crit as well, so needless crit just happened there. So I guess my low kick still comes out. I ended up getting 2 crits this turn, which was very unfortunate for my opponent. He probably could have pulled the win out if I didn't get that second crit, because he has no way of healing that damage, or if he does, it means he will have to waste a turn, giving me a chance to switch, that sort of thing. So he goes for Mega Evolution, and I'm still not sure if this is physical or special. Not that it's a big difference. The only real difference is that special will be dealing damage to both my Pokemon, physical will be dealing damage to just one of them. So I went for the Dark Pulse and the Salamence to try and finish off, and the low kick on the Umbreon, and as you can see, it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as like a high jump kick would. A high jump kick would have killed it, a Drain Punch would have killed it. Honestly, I want to try Drain Punch on Mega Lopunny. Just having some form of recovery might be decent. So I am forced to switch my Lopunny out, and the reason is I want to try and get some more damage on the Salamence, and I can do that with Fake Out. Revealing he has Helping Hand, however. So yeah, my poor Amoonguss is not going to live. He also decides to live this turn. Because, why? Hyper Voice, no chance Amoonguss was living that. That is Stab, Aerialate boosted. So, poor Amoonguss. I go to Cresselia now, and hope that Cresselia has the bulk to live some stuff. So he goes for the Protect on Salamence, and this is where things get a little bit crazy. So, I just want to kill that Salamence as quickly as possible, so I'm just focusing on it with my Hydreigon. I go for the Icy Wind, and I do like no damage. I do get a crit, but it still does no damage because Umbreon is very bulky. He goes with the Foul Play, and it's like a resistant hit on Hydreigon. So I'm not too worried. I can kill it next turn, no problem. You know, oh, he will have to hit me 2 more times, and he's not going to outspeed me. And then he goes and gets the double Protect. Yeah, so the guy's got balls. He's Japanese, so what would you expect? So Icy Wind still going to do like no damage to that Umbreon, unfortunately. It does lower speed a little bit more. It's quite slow now. If it had, I don't know, there is no move that boosts power with speed. If it had Gyro Ball, it'll probably be killing me. This thing can't learn Gyro Ball. Goes to the Foul Play again, and it goes ahead and takes it down to 5 HP. So I'm like, well, at least I know he won't get a third Protect. Now he must realise that it's over. He didn't kill the Hydreigon, so I can just go ahead and Dark Pulse. Why? 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 He got the legendary triple Protect. He got it. So I gave my Icy Wind, and this is probably, I know it already ate its Citrus Berry. I was about to say it's probably a mistake because it'll eat a Citrus Berry, but it did it last turn. I am slow. So we go to the Foul Play on my Hydreigon, taking it out. I didn't want to switch my Lopunny in because Lopunny was the last hope I had, and she would have died to a Foul Play. Maybe I could have switched it in on the Cresselia slot, but I didn't want to take that risk. So here comes Lopunny, and here I should have gone for the return on the Umbreon, but I thought a low kick would be enough, and it was nowhere near enough. So he's unfortunately going to take up Lopunny with that Hyper Voice, but as you can see, it does like no damage to Cresselia, but Cresselia is just like a beast. I am going to get off my Icy Wind, which is going to finish off the Hydreigon. So he sets down. Now, you might be wondering why I didn't go for Fake Out on the Hydreigon, and that was because I knew that he was going to Foul Play my Lopunny. And I really needed to get as much damage on that Umbreon as I could, because it would end up coming down to a Cresselia versus Umbreon fight, and Umbreon has the advantage. I don't have Moonblast, which is why I really need to get hold of that. Need to find out what level Cresselia learns Moonblast. So I am now forced to just keep going for Icy Wind and hope I get the kill. Honestly, it doesn't seem like my opponent has any way of healing on his Umbreon, and if he does, he didn't show it. Goes for the Snarl. I guess he had no way of healing, and a second Icy Wind is going to be enough to finish off the Umbreon. So yeah, that was a pretty sweet battle. If I didn't do a question of the day at the beginning, I apologize. I guess I just forgot to do it in the hype of the situation. The question of the day is going to be... It's kind of an extension of the previous question of the day. What Pokemon is in a tier that you wish it was not in? For example, if you think that a Pokemon deserves to be in a higher tier, then let me know. And if you think a Pokemon deserves to be in a lower tier, then let me know. I want to see what you guys think. Personally, I really wish something like, I don't know, trying to think off the top of my head, and I can't think of anything. Isn't that great? I've given you guys a question of the day that I can't even answer myself. I guess I wish Gardevoir was not OU, because even though Hyper Voice Gardevoir is very strong, it just seems like a big jump. She went from I think she went from NU to OU, and that's a big jump, and I just don't see it enough in OU to consider it an OU Pokemon. I really wish it was like UU would have made more sense in my eyes. But anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your answers in the comment section below. If you like the video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Every subscription and every favourite really helps show support for the channel, and it lets me know that you guys actually like watching these things that I throw on the internets. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.